It's time for the talk and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's Riddick Bowe, 6'5". Here comes Riddick Bowe, the Big Daddy, the 1988 Olympic silver medalist, a two-time heavyweight champion, and one of the best inside fighting heavyweights there's ever been. Eddie the Beast Hall. Not sure anyone hits harder than the world's strongest man, a title he won in 2017. His hometown is Newcastle, UK.
Wow, someone's been really generous here, giving away a lot of weight.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner,
from Brooklyn, New York, here is the Olympic silver medalist and the two-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Big Daddy Riddick Bowe.
Fighting out of the blue corner, from Newcastle under Lyme, England, the first man to deadlift 500 kilos, the 2017 World's Strongest Man, Eddie the Beast Hall.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up is getting ridiculous.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time. Hoping for an all-action slugfest. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They miss with the jab. And he misses with that jab. Looks like he's going to move around the ring a little bit more. Try some stick and move. Told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible. Do you believe what we're seeing?
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Tried to score with the uppercut. This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm, because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
And there's the bell to start the round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Nice punch. It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
If you're standing in front of a dumper truck and you're trying to punch it back, push it back, the dumper truck is probably going to roll right over you.
Beautiful counter punch. Here he is bouncing on his toes, trying to get some energy. Oh, a little rope-a-dope here. That one will count. Do you believe what we are seeing? Well, we knew this was going to happen. Some taunting. Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Another scoring shot there. They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Looks like trouble was averted.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And as we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
That's lights out right there. One, two, three, four, five.
So the referee says he can continue, but how much more does he have left?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Stumbling around on Bambi legs. And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that over and over again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, four, five, six.
Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
There's a counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the flyweight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history.
Do you believe what we are seeing? This has been a very competitive round between these two, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal. It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner?
All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. Looks like they're out of trouble.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense.
Very close round with 10 seconds. What's the referee thinking right now? Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt.
And there's the bell to start the round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. Didn't wait too long to get back and get... The defense failed them. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make...
Stumbling around in potholes. A much better game plan here.
What?
Are we about to see a first-round knockout? And they're down. Would be wise here to take the full 8 seconds. And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Why weren't they covering up? Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. He takes a knee, buys time, collects himself.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
Nice counter. The corner's got the tower. They're going to throw it in. A true champion knows, and he's going to take a knee.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
8. Quick punch scores. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes the night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
How about that time counter shot? So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Catch and shoot. Nope, that hook won't score. Good counter punch. So much for defensive abilities. The defense failed them. Let's talk about Bowe in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell to start the round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That one will count. They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Oh, and that changes everything, and down they go. Let's see that again.
I need to see that again.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again. It will happen all over again.